the most important things are friendships and collaborations. So as advice to young people, don't hesitate to talk to each other.
Hi, hello.
Hey, hello. Very happy very happy that you invited me for this interview.
Well, I'm very happy that I can talk to you because I would so love to hear. You've been very busy the past few
Yes,
weeks.
quite busy.
Yeah. So tell me, what
Quite
have you
busy.
what have you been up to?
Yes, I'm just at Rusanda's. As you can see, this is the studio of Rusanda Panfili. She is my friend since many years. We are just working on a new project, this summer academy in Accumoli. And we are just preparing the scores and speaking about the program and what we will take and what we will choose and which kind of ensembles we will use. So
well, I spoke to her about this project and it's so interesting, and I just love the whole idea of what you are doing there. But first of all, I want to say I saw the progress of the studio, how she painted it and how she did it. And it's so wonderful that I see everything. Yeah, it's amazing how she did it. And I love the color. It's wonderful.
Yes, it's also one of my favorites, petrol blue and night blue. It's amazing. You can see I'm totally on board. Yes, it's just I didn't plan it. It just happened like that.
Just happened.
Actually, I had to be home at the time, but we did lose ourselves in the program. So she was so kind and told me, "Why don't you do the interview just at my place so you don't lose any time?"
But I think it's a great idea, and it's, of course, now we can also see her studio in this way. I think it's wonderful that she did that. But tell me now about this. So you've known each other, and this is how you came about doing the same project now, or taking part in this project.
Yes, actually, I came a bit later. Rusanda was from the beginning on, and I came just later for the cellist, and I'm very excited also not only to give a solo lessons, but also play with the cellist. I think you learn a lot about music and about communication just playing with each other, and this is the fastest way straight away to learn by yourself what you need, because everybody is searching for something else. So Rusanda was the first working on this project, and there are many other fantastic musicians also this time. Also Johannes Wildner, which is he is a fantastic conductor, and we will have an orchestra of young people playing. We will also play in the orchestra with them, and I'm very excited about this project.
Well, I'm
very excited.
Yeah, this is interesting that you say now that you get from each other. It's really just by playing together. And I spoke to a young pianist once who told me that just by observing how people with more experience do things, she's learned a lot.
Yes.
So it's this almost communication without saying a word type of thing that you're talking about.
Yes, I'm quite a fan of that, because I'm not a person of too many words. I sometimes I just want to feel my partner, and by just by playing by instinct, sometimes you have the possibility to learn the person much better than speaking about it. And also first you have to feel what your musical partner wants and how he's functioning, how he builds the phrases, and then you can speak about, well, I like this way or the other way better. Actually, we are working also with grown-up musicians in the academy, so it's also not so much time to help somebody to build technically. I mean, of course, if you see that somebody has a technical problem, you can work on that. But actually, they are built-up musicians already. They know how to play the instrument, and they just need the inspiration. And that is the special thing about that project, that we are trying to follow the modern times and to give inspiration to the young musician and to give them some advice how to promote themselves and how to build their career, and that there are many possibilities. And also in playing, there are many possibilities. We are out of this time where the professor says something, Bach should be like this, or romantic should be played with glissandi, and that is this way and that way. There is no such a thing anymore. Of course, there are some traditions, and of course, Vienna University is it's worldwide known about their traditions. Of course, there are, but nowadays you have much more freedom in expression, and if one want to express himself, nobody can stop you. Why not? And that's the thing, and that's the inspiration. We will play classical music, we'll play Viennese music, because of course that is what we learn. And we will play a lot of waltzes and polkas, and we will play also modern things like a film music, which is an inspiration for everybody. You know, Rusanda and Hans Zimmer. How can we not play Hans Zimmer?
Yes.
And imagine I want to practice that with the 4 cellists. I would love to try Pirates of the Caribbean or a Gladiator for 4 cello. Imagine how epic that will be. So we will play a lot of concerts too. So
and this approach I do like a lot, because I think also now during the pandemic, I wonder many times about this, where you musicians have this very strict sort of training and all these like you say, these traditions and how to play certain things, and I wonder during the time of the pandemic if this freedom that there was, or if musicians started experimenting more and started doing their own thing more than that they would have otherwise.
Yes, absolutely. The first 2 or 3 months, it was full of experimenting. It was full of home videos all over the internet, with no worries about sound or picture or whatever. Everybody needed some expression, something to do, of course. But that's the thing what is also important. Of course you can do home videos, and of course you can post things, but isn't it better to post things with quality, so that the sound has a quality, that the picture is good, that I mean, in normal times, you will never post something which is not perfect. No, you remember 2 years ago, oh my gosh, if I post something in internet, that has to be absolutely perfect. The sound engineer, cutting, everything. And during the pandemic, many people did things just without thinking about it. And this is quite good because it happens so much, but isn't it better to know a little bit about things, and with very simple ways to produce more quality, so the people will have better sound listening to you? And that's also one of the things I'm excited to learn about in Accumoli, because we have a fantastic sound engineer,
Yeah.
Johannes Wildner. I'm so excited to hear his workshop. I also need it for home. I
Yeah.
would be very happy to hear about microphones and about things. So
well, this is the new route to go, isn't it? That musicians start knowing more about these things as well, and also the marketing side of how to market yourself and how to get out there and do this. But I do agree what you say, that it's good to put good quality out, but maybe it was needed first to break that.
Of course, to break the rules.
Just do it, and then
break the rules. Yes.
Yeah, and break the rules, and then start going up again and doing the things as it should. But yeah, so your role there. Just tell me more about your role at this workshop. What will you be doing?
Yes,
exactly?
I will be docent. I will be teaching. I will teach the cello, and I will work on some ensembles and with them, and try to do a program together, a concert program. We will have concerts every second day, I think. Mainly in different ensembles, and that is, I will work with them. I will work with them in the orchestra, because I have also orchestra experience, and it will be nice to sit in a group with them and to have a rehearsal with them, and that's my part. And of course, I will choose the program with Rusanda, but also myself. I have a lot of scores and a lot of experience chamber music, so I will choose the most interesting things what I find, and I will work with the cellist and contrabass, and with the violas. I will work on that.
Oh, okay. That's interesting that you say with the violas as well. Is this connection, the viola and the contrabass and the cello in an orchestra?
Of course, in orchestra there are two parts, high part and low. So we will. Okay. I'm quite sure that we will work together in Accumoli. So, but there are many other projects that I'm doing now. It's just this is just the next one.
But tell me.
Yesterday I just recorded at 7:30 in the morning at Bucherer Jewelry House in Vienna, and it was another recording which just was yesterday. I'm still thinking about the recording, and
really,
yeah, it was. I played Après un rêve for the Kunstlab Weiter. This is that was the last project we did in winter. It was a gala concert, online concert, and open for everybody. That was the Corona project of me, Donka, and Rusanda. And now Donka Angacheva, which is a pianist, Bösendorfer artist.
And I know her,
she, yeah. And she's doing. She is making a movie of that for that project, and my part was to play Après un rêve, which quite it's quite. The word passant.
Yeah.
To these times, because it was like after the Corona, to open your eyes and to have again everything like it was, or almost. And we did record at Bucherer, because Bucherer was somebody involving a lot in art and helping a lot. and we did yesterday. We did play with beautiful jewels from Bucharest, and
Oh, wow.
I recorded also part which I arranged myself, like a small introduction of a Breorev, like a Bach-like, which I also wrote myself, I arranged myself.
Really?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, because this is the new expression. You are allowed to do everything, and then why not? If there doesn't exist something, then you just sit down and make it.
Yeah. That's amazing. So, was it the first time that you've composed, or have you composed before?
No, I'm doing it always, always.
Really?
I love to express myself. I'm arranging things. I'm trying to do, for example, from a cello piano piece, solo piece, and from solo piece, cello piano piece, or ensemble. So to have another sound and another expression of a piece. I find it very exciting to do such things.
Yes. Oh, that's
Yes.
so amazing. So, and was that recorded now when you,
yes,
piece
we
that you
recorded
wrote?
yesterday. It will come out in September. The concert will be streamed. There are many, many artists playing, and the stream of the concert, just the concert, everybody who played, it will be in September, I think, end of September. And the premiere of the movie, which it will be really a movie about the Corona times and about artists and their lives and about this project and Die Kunst lebt weiter during that time. And that will come out in October. It will be shown on Baumgartner Kino.
Oh, okay.
And yes, I'm also excited.
Yes, that's
I
amazing.
really don't know what will come out. And I'm excited to see the result also.
Yeah. But that's so interesting that you all and that's almost like a new beginning, or a new, bringing some new energy into this time where everybody, want to start again and start playing again. And I think all these projects are so encouraging.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And everybody can do it. Of course, it
Yeah.
is a lot of work, and the most important things are friendships and collaborations. So, as advice to young people, don't hesitate to talk to each other and to make friends, to bring inspiration to your friends, because everything is art, what is around us, and everything can inspire you. You can just have an idea sitting on the sea and watching the water about a piece, or about a recording, or about something, or maybe a fashion designer can inspire you, maybe an artist, maybe a painter can inspire you with a painting. Maybe you can do something together. Just why not? Who says that this is nothing? There is nothing what is impossible. The most important thing is to do it.
Exactly.
Not just to talk about it, to do it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
I always think that we should not always think of the end result. It's just sometimes just have to start.
Yes,
you just
it
have
is
to
a process.
Yeah, and everything will fall into place.
Yes.
So yeah, well, this is very great advice.
But not to forget that it already started, the concerts already started. I have also a big project working now with many, many recordings and with meetings. And this is the Klangwolke. You know the Klangwolke Festival in Linz.
No, I don't know that. Yeah.
Well, it is a amazing happening. This is amazing, big, very big event on the Danube in Linz. It will be on 9/11. I mean, it's every time in September, and it is spectacular. It's something completely the opposite of all the online stuff and all the online concerts and recordings. This is really a big show. It will be a big orchestra, and I'm so blessed that I'm allowed to be the soloist of the opening, and also another cellist. Yes.
Oh,
And
wow.
the music will be it's written by Roman Kariolou. He's a Austrian composer, working with amazing Hollywood director, the only one Oscar-nominated Austrian director, Dornhelm, Robert Dornhelm. And it will be a symbiosis of a movie and concerts. And this time, the motto of the project is the Panta Rhei, which is from Greek. It means everybody, everything is floating, everything is moving. It's the water. Water is the sentence of this happening. And it will be spectacular. It will be fireworks. It will be fire, water, artists. It will be
amazing.
Yes, and I I had to really break my rules too for that project, because because we recorded underwater with the cello.
Yes. Really?
Yes, you can see that. You can see a little bit of video on my page, Teodora Cello. Teodora Cello without H on Instagram. You can see a small video of me playing under the water. I mean, can you imagine? I was never in my life, I never put my head down in the water, and I never opened my eyes. So it was so quite challenging for me.
And the cello, what is it?
It was not my cello. Everybody was asking, "Are you crazy?"
Yeah.
I mean, I think this is the most sacrilegious thing you can imagine.
Yeah.
You are told to never wet the instrument, and that was exactly what we did. We put the cello down in the water, and I went with the cello in the water so that they could they could film this amazing view.
But did you? Yes. I mean, did you play under the water?
Yes. I mean, of course you cannot hear. You cannot hear it, but I really did.
You did.
I really did press, and it sounded like a whale, like.
Really?
Everybody said, "Oh, come on, you're not playing." Yes, I am. Of course, I'm a professional. I will try to play. So it was so funny.
But did they record that sound that
No, of course not. Okay. No, of course not.
No, but that would be interesting.
This is Hollywood.
Yeah, but it would be interesting to hear what it sounds like under the water.
Yes, because like a whale. Yeah. Like whale? Did I say the right word?
Whale. Yes, that's right. Yeah.
Yes. It was exciting. Yeah.
Well, I think everybody with every musician, like you say, cringed when they see you under the water with that instrument. It's
even if I did that photo of the floating cello in water, that was so sacrilegious. I said, "Oh my God, God, forgive me for that, God. Really, I will never make it again." It was an Asian instrument, of course, for beginners.
Yeah.
They needed to die for this, but they didn't die. Okay. Actually, they are quite well. We will use them also on the event. I am not allowed to say what will happen, but you will see. We will use the instruments also at that day. And it will be broadcasted by Austrian television too.
Yeah.
I think maybe on the next day. I think ORF will show the show. It's the first time that anybody did that. So I mean, maybe some models did play instruments underwater, but a professional soloist, cellist, musician, really, to bring them under the water to do that, I think we're the first.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I mean, it will be green screen. They will add a lot of effects, and I'm not allowed to say too much, but they will edit.
Okay.
And I just can say that it will be spectacular. This is really a dream team from Robert Dornhelm and Roman Kariolou. These two are great, and I have a very beautiful colleague, another cellist, playing too, Liina Leala. She's from Finland. I'm from Bulgaria, so quite south, and she's quite north, and quite totally different thing than me, but which is in a good way. We enjoyed a lot to record together, and yes, she's there also, and it will be a two cello in but not like Hauser. It will be something different.
But it sounds amazing. I will definitely have a look and to see.
Yes, yes, it is something nobody did until now.
And then, and you say it's on, but is it still possible to get tickets to this event?
There is no ticket. It's open air concert. This is open air. The last time the festival took part, it was 100,000 people. So. Really? It's outside. It's like on the Donauinsel. It's open for everybody. And I just saw yesterday that Ruskaya will play after the party, after the concert. It will be after concert, and Ruskaya, you know the band, Ruskaya, and they will play afterwards. So nobody is going home. There will be party.
Oh, okay. Oh, wow.
Yes.
Well, then I'm going to try and see if I can make it in that time. Because live, it will be, of course, live the best. But we all know with the restrictions, we hope that it will last until September, that everything will happen like we wished. And if I think the fourth Welle, the vierte Welle, that it will not become really dramatic until September. But I hope there will be no next lockdown, so it will take part in any ways. Even if it's without the public, they will record it. I know that they will do it for sure. But I hope, of course, that everybody can come. I mean, it's amazing. It will be amazing. That will be so
you
amazing.
Can come, just anybody can come. It's open. There is no tickets, which is amazing that the sponsors did it that way. They made it possible.
Yeah, I think this is, and what a privilege to be able to go to something like that without, having to buy a ticket, or that you can just go. That's wonderful that is possible.
Well, but that's the other projects taking a lot of me, like putting a lot of energy. We did record 2 times already, video recording for the movie, preparing, and now it will be the recording of the sound, which is also very challenging, and it will be something. It will be great. I already know the score, but I will not say anything.
Oh, okay.
Better watch the event. Well, there are some photos of from Klangwolke. You can see a bit what is coming because of the graphic, so you can imagine.
Yeah, but it's wonderful to now hear all the work that goes on behind the scenes, because you know,
Yes.
you go to concerts like that and it's amazing and you see wow and it's wonderful, but you, like you say now, you know, there's a lot of recording to be done and there's a lot of filming to be done, and it's
Yes.
it's months and months of preparation and hard work from everybody to, you know, to put something like that together.
Yes.
So
Yes.
yeah.
What is behind is amazing. It's
Mm,
amazing, and everybody has an important part.
mm,
Also, Mr. Dornhelm has a fantastic assistant,
mm,
and we recorded with him last time. And his name is Christoph Engel,
mm.
and it was amazing. He was underwater too,
Wow,
without extra air. So he
really?
was all the whole day, like 8 hours. He was in the water recording, which is amazing. The whole
Wow.
team is what they did. It's
Mm.
amazing.
But
Yes.
how did you manage with the breath if you went down the water? How long could you stay under the water?
Uh, I mean, I think I did 40 seconds of
Really?
good material
Mm,
without the beginning and the end. It was
mm,
spectacular because it was another guy.
mm.
I had to give a sign, and then going down, but I still needed to be held. So he was holding me under the water so that I'm not coming up
Oh
with the cello.
yeah, yeah,
Imagine that, like,
yeah.
okay, go. And then open the eyes, play. And I was not, I was very, I didn't want to lose,
Oh
to
yeah,
lose the air during
yeah,
through
yeah,
the nose, because
yeah.
then you have these bubbles
Oh
around
yeah,
and you
yeah,
don't
yeah.
have the good picture of it. So a lot of water went in my nose, and I'm going out and like coughing and all that water. Of course, this will be never seen from anybody.
Exactly. Yeah, yeah.
It was quite
But you see,
challenging.
yeah, it will probably look so elegant because it's the water and it's you and it's the playing. But in the meantime, you know exactly what went on
Well,
behind the
it cost
scenes.
me a lot, a lot.
Yeah,
Yes, it was
yeah.
quite challenging, especially for somebody like me that I never did it. Like
Mm,
I never put my head underwater. I was
mm,
quite scared of
yeah.
it. But I thought, well, this is the moment. This is the
Mm,
moment. You will never have
mm,
this moment in your life
yeah.
again. Well,
Mm.
never with these people. So you go through, and
Just do it.
you face your
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 fears. Yeah.
fears exactly. And
Yeah.
I did it, and I was so happy afterwards. It was like to jump out of a plane with a parachute. You know what I
Really?
mean?
Yeah, yeah. So
Yes, it was
achievement for you.
really
Yeah.
something.
Yeah.
So
Uh,
I'm now, a lot of things are coming, and I'm so excited to see the results of so much work.
mm. Yeah,
Yeah.
probably because now you will see the final picture of
Exactly,
everything. Yeah.
exactly.
So that will be great. Oh wow. Oh, this is amazing. Thank you so much for telling me all this. I didn't know of this concert, and it would be very interesting to see it now. But
I will post everything on my Instagram account. I'm trying to give an update for
yeah,
those who wants to know about it.
yeah, that would be great. Um, and and then after, so this is in September, and do you have some time off or a time to rest because you were so busy the whole time?
I did a bit. I had already a small vacation in Bulgaria. I saw my mother and my family, and it was nice. As just and also I have to say I had to do my documents. I had no identity card anymore because it was 2 years of Corona, and it was quite difficult to make it in Vienna. So I had to come back, and I used the
How
time a
is
bit to meet some family members, and but it was quite short. It was no
oh,
time
okay.
for really
Okay.
doing actually. Yes, actually the time to rest for me is always in the winter, My mother lives in Spain. That's why I'm home also in Spain. My mother lives in Gran Canaria, so I'm there during the winter time, so long as possible. Yes, this is the time where I inspire for new projects, and where just sometime January, February. This will be the time for a rest.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because then here the weather is also not so good, so you'll probably have good weather where you are then. Is it?
Yes, it's yeah, it's all my friends are hating me for that, because there is always 25 degrees. Like, oh, come on, are you going again? Oh my gosh, and here is so cold. But well, I have a good excuse. My family lives there. I'm sorry.
Yeah, and your mom.
I also want to go to see my mom, to be the little girl, and mama cooking for me. Like, you know how it is.
I know how it is. I mean, I have children too, and I know how much I love when they come to see me. And also, well, I have a mum too, and I know how much I love to go and see her as well. So, yeah, I think family is so important, and I feel so much for the people who were not able to go and see their families during the pandemic time. You know, there were some people who, you know, could never go home, and yeah, that was also.
It's still quite complicated with some countries, I know. That's why we have to appreciate the contacts we have around us. And that was also something what I did during Corona. I tried to contact my friends. When you never have time, of course, you're running from one thing to the other, and you're always working for other people, and everybody expects you as a freelancer, everybody expects you to give the best, and you doing it. But I try to contact old friends, like, hi, how are you? And let's have a conversation on the phone or some chat or whatever. And even, I mean, I'm always on the road. I'm between Bulgaria, Spain, Austria, sometimes Switzerland, other countries. And, you know, you feel home where there are people who loves you. That is so simple. You are coming somewhere when you know people, there are people who are waiting for you and love you and want to give you good energy and good times. That's the home. You can be home everywhere.
Yeah, no, that's true. That's 100% true. I believe that as well. And yeah, and of course, between artists, I think there are also this sort of understanding, and in this time of the pandemic, I think you as artists have become a little bit closer, isn't it? Because you are all facing the same dilemma, really. So
Yes, and also there was not anymore this barrier between to whom are you talking. Sometimes you talk to people, they are so famous or so good in the business or so big in the business, you have this respect. You will never dare to ask them personal questions. And then suddenly during Corona, that was not the question anymore. I mean, you could ask everybody, to write to everybody about things that you will maybe not in the times before, because our society is built on that. Yes, you have your people around, and you are not daring to you know what I mean. And
I know what you mean, but it was interesting for me when I took I photographed around 500 artists here in Vienna in their windows.
I know.
I didn't know the music.
Project.
I didn't know the music industry at all. I basically went on social media to find people. And then afterwards, somebody would say to me, oh, did you photograph this person? And then because they are apparently famous, and I didn't know, you know, I never knew who were the
Yes,
people,
I
and
know.
I was just happy to photograph people in the windows, and you realize then that everybody is
Yeah, you
so,
just did it.
yeah, everybody is so sincere and everybody is so willing to do it. And of course I ran the whole project on energy. I said I never would persuade anybody. I will just ask people, and the ones who want to be part of
Yes,
the project, they come. And I never
yes,
wrote twice. And the people who are on the project,
yes,
they want it to be. And I think this is also, it's that thing where it was just a bit of a free time, I think, a sad time as well, but also there was that freedom of, there were not all these boundaries, like you say, between people. Yeah.
etiquette,
Yeah.
etiquette.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hello, Mister. Did
Yeah.
may I? Sorry, and talk
Yeah.
to my agent. I give you the address of my agent. You can talk to my agent, no problem. You can
Yeah.
tell him about. Yes,
Oh,
there
yeah.
was nothing of. I
No.
mean, a lot of the stars of our business and other businesses, they actually have the need to make new relations or new friends,
Mm.
and you cannot lose. You can always ask. You can
Yeah.
ask everybody.
Mm.
Just this barrier of, oh, no, 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 how can I
Yeah.
write
Yeah.
to somebody like this? It's not there anymore.
Mm. But
I
yeah.
hope that that will
Mm.
be something that will, I hope we can keep a bit of that feeling, so
Mm.
that we are
Yeah.
all together a big family, and that we are all artists, and
Yeah.
maybe one had more chances in life and more, but we all worked a lot for that. And why?
Yeah.
I mean, we are all people,
Mm.
and you cannot lose anything. That's, I think this is the main point in corona.
Mm.
Everybody realized that you have nothing to lose. You're
Exactly.
still alive. That's
Exactly. Yeah.
what is
Yeah.
counting.
And
You're still alive, you
it,
still have chances, and it's
mm,
never too late.
yeah. And it's but what I do find interesting, what I found interesting was that I don't know, there's real people, the real people among very, shall I say, famous artists that don't need to have this, um, this thing around them, that they are just normal people, and that they understand, and that they are sincere people. And I found that as well when I started doing the Zoom interviews over lockdown. How I spoke, for example, with the conductor of the Royal Ballet, and that
Yes,
he
amazing. I saw that.
and that he
Yes.
was just himself. No, and after I've spoken to him, I just think to myself, how did this man give me this time and spoke to me and gave all these wonderful insights. But it's a real person, that it's a man with character and soul, I believe.
It is something what I also remember. It was a sentence of the HBO movie Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
Somebody said, a king who needs to tell that he is a king is not a king.
Oh,
So,
yes, yes.
yes,
That
you
is
don't
a
need to tell
great
how good
sentence.
you are and how
Yeah,
famous you are. If you
yeah,
need to tell that, then you are not.
exactly. Yeah, yeah.
Isn't it? It's
Yes,
great.
this
It's great.
is a fantastic sentence. Yeah. So whenever you do any project with children, to do with children, you let me know, because I would
Yes,
be
yes,
100%.
yes, yes.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
did a lot. I did a lot with Johannes Musical. During the Haydn year, we played a lot of concerts with
Good.
Donka, a lot of concerts for small children, also with with artists. And Kupferblum, you know Kupferblum? This is he is an artist and um, so many words. I so many languages. I forgot how it's on English. But he is working a lot with masks. He is doing sketches with masks. And it was a project with him. We played Haydn, and he was counting the story of Haydn going to London to invite the piano, to find the piano and to bring the piano to Austria. It was very exciting. We played about 30, 40 concerts for kids and shows. Yes, I did work a lot for kids. Also for many, many years. It was still, you remember, it was Karian Center on the Ringstrasse. It was an opera viva for kids. It was, they closed it then because they decided to invest in different directions, but many years it was open for kids and for school classes. And we did play a lot. The kids was they did the opera. They spoke to each other the sentences, and we played the music, and they're playing the opera. That's why Opera Viva, because they did play the opera together with us.
Oh, that's
and it was a very nice project. Unfortunately, something changed, and then they closed the center. But I did have a scholarship, the Karian scholarship, and I was working there with the kids. So I have a lot of history with kids too.
Oh, that's great. Yeah. But yeah, also maybe I think more people will start doing projects with children now, because I think everybody realizes that the importance of art in education, you know? So
yes, absolutely.
I just talk about that always because I think whenever we talk about something, it creates an energy. And then, you know, the more people talk about art education, the more possibilities there are that everybody starts hearing about art education.
Yes, but some kids, they have it in their blood because they're singing the whole time. I have also, I have kids around, and I mean, you can say immediately which kid has it, you know, who has it, the art, how they're singing, you know exactly, okay, he will be a good musician. He hears everything. The intonation is perfect. Even with 2 years old, 3 years old, you can immediately hear who has the intonation. Just they're born with this feeling.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes, I have to say the sentence of Edlinger. You know the artist. What is his first name? Robert Edlinger. He's from Salzburg, and he was in the movie Salzburg, eine Kunstgeschichte, where we did also took part of this movie. They filmed us three with Donka and Rusanda, and the Edlinger said the sentence, "You cannot make an artist. You're born like that." And they had to. Artists are born like that. And you can work a lot and improve, and their talents, but you are born with this spirit in you. This is just that way. And
I believe that,
also with Gehör, with gutes Gehör.
Yeah. No, it's true. I believe that as well. And many artists find their way, you know, but I think there are also many who get lost and don't get the opportunity.
Well, it's always very sad story when a super mega talented person gives up. And I think it's also very important to talk to friends before you do that. If you feel frustrated and when you feel it's too late for everything, that is quite a team coming about between 30 and 40. Between around 30, I knew some friends and people who really doubted. They doubted because as a young person, you are expecting something to happen. In our school, it's like you're trained to be or solist or orchestra musician. There is no other thing, or that, or this, or that. And I had quite problems with my teacher because I was a free spirit, and I never felt like enough with just one thing, and quite challenging times because 20 years ago it was not like today, like everybody's open to everything. It was like, or you go to orchestra and have a job and earn and live like a normal people live, or you become a solist and you have a great career and you are something great and everybody will remembers you. And there was nothing in between. Well, there was the freelancers living from a tourist concert, and it was also a way, but that was kind of the loser way at that time. Which I find very, very unfair, because what about if somebody doesn't want to go to orchestra, doesn't feel like this job? It is a very challenging job, which you have to have the skills to be a good orchestra musician. It doesn't matter, or philharmonic or something, you have to have the skills. If you don't have the skills, you will pop up from the group and everybody will hate you. Oh, this is ungeber, this is arrogant. But if you don't have the skills, you will not fit into a group. Even if you fake it, that you that they will take you and that you have the job, you will have problems afterwards if you are not made for this place. And the soloist, I mean, come on, how many soloists are in the world? How many?
And it's also, I don't know, I think sometimes it's also this, when you're young, you want to be there so fast. You want to be, because many, or say somebody, or you hear of many artists that become somebody or famous, or, you know, and then at a very young age, and then, but there's always a path that you go, and it's always this, what do you do on the way? And the moment this fame and this comes too early, I always think that, but what's next for you? You know, what's the next step? Because that's already now been achieved, what you dream about achieving over a time. And also, I think achievements are, we have misconceptions about achievements, because it can be something small for somebody else that can be something big for you on your way. And
exactly.
It can be a concert where you have touched either the person you played with or the person in the audience, that makes that person's life different. So it's, you know, I think we look at fame and success in how many CDs do you have, how many concerts do you have, but we miss the fact that on the way to everything, there are so many people that you are connected with, that you are touching. And the success is really that you have touched people, you know, that it's not about the fame or what society thinks is success. So this is my about that.
It's also very important to be real. You have to always be real. If you know that you are not good at something, don't push. Make something else. And I think there is no losers. Like we learned in the school in Vienna, on university, that what is the right way to do things, there is no there is no right. If it's right for you, if you feel happy with it, with your life and what are you doing, it's right.
Yeah. Oh, I lost you
Sorry?
now. Okay, so
Yes.
there you are
So
again.
again, what you feel right for you, it is when it feels right, it is right.
Yeah.
And if you feel insecure or unhappy with the jobs you do and with the things you do, then they are not right for you. Then you have to look for another possibilities, and that is what everybody is scared of. Like, what am I supposed to do without the jobs I'm doing? This is the point of this is the freelancer scaredness. This is the fear of every freelancer. If I don't do the jobs, then I will die from hunger.
Yeah.
But we are living in a very social place. I'm so thankful to live in Austria, because this is almost no other place taking care of his freelancer musicians and artists. And I'm so happy for this possibility. We will never die from hunger in this country. We have to be thankful for that. And this is also the possibility to change your life if you don't feel like this is the life you want to live. And that's also what Corona did, actually.
Yeah, I think so too. Yeah. But this was so interesting, and really we will definitely have to catch up around the coffee and talk some more.
Yes. And I will let you know about Accumoli. I will speak with Rusanda. Maybe we will have chat together. Maybe with somebody else too.
Yeah, that would be so interesting. Yeah,
sounds
let's
good.
Do that. Yeah.
Thank you very much.
I thank you.
It was a pleasure.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.